Elsie eyed the tree, fixated on the lichen that formed on the black bark. The tree had no leaves, but its branches reached for the sky, spreading out like a canopy. Her eyes fixed upon the sight, and what resembled fear crept into her gaze. Mercutius touched her shoulder.
Elsie, what is it?
I recognize this tree from an old mummer show. The tree would sit stationary while mindless buffoons in jester hats blindfold and usher in unsuspecting people. The villagers would stand in front of the tree singing and dancing, awaiting an audience with one of Raver's wives.
Raver, god of the sea. That name was on a book inside Lady Alcilia's estate.
I think we are in real danger, my lord. We need to escape from here.
You're thinking there's some truth to that play. I must say, I do find it odd that a god's name is related to this tree. What are we dealing with, Elsie?
It could be one of Raver's wives.
The miller began shaking and convulsing, as well as gurgling and choking. Mercutius rushed over to save the man, then backed off, cursing.
No, my lord, stay back.
The water around the miller rippled and flowed up his body like honey, encasing him like a viscous layer of clothing. The water flowed up his neck and into his mouth, nose, ears, and eyes, until the substance enveloped his entire body inside a liquid coffin.
Water manipulation.
Ripples pulled around Mercutius as well, which was all the cause he needed for him to jump out of the way. The miller drowned and fell face down into the water. What rose in his place was more alarming. Rising out of the water was a grotesque and hunched old woman with lengthy, sagging breasts. Her buttercream skin had moles and warts, and her belly was flabby and wrinkled. Her spotted head had patches of dark honey hair. The smell of sulfur, yeast, and brine assaulted his nose. Mercutius frowned.
Zichthys hag.
Ra Diofi.
They both exchanged a look. Even with that slight hunch, the Zichthys was taller than Mercutius. The hag paid them no mind as she reached for the dead miller floating atop the water. Without hesitation, she bit into the man and began to devour him.
Castle Calamity, on death's door.